Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Golgothan, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program Career Mode. In this video, we are going to finish our Minmus science. Believe it or not, we are going to be done with Minmus, and then we can head back to Kerbin, and we can work on our space planes. So, first place we're going to hit up, so we've got 3 biomes left. We've got to hit up the poles, the lowlands, and the lesser flats. So, according to my map on the Wikipedia page, the biomes, this block right here is the lowlands. I think the lesser flats, like right here on the dark side, and then obviously the poles are on the poles. So the first place we're gonna hit is the lowlands, which does not look very low to me, but it's what it says. So I'm gonna take that down and brakes. Boom, just like that. All right. And that is my dog in the background scratching herself. My Lily. Oh, wait a minute here. Let's do a little bit of time warp, so. Come on. Stop being, there we go. Time warp to stop that. I forgot to undock us, so we should probably undock. Blam. And we take Bobwell and all his fuel. I filled up the tanks before we left. RCS and out. SAS. Now we gotta reset this node. Brakes. Come on, Lillian. What do you got? Fleas or something? Hope not. Hope Lily doesn't have no fleas. Okay, there. I'll just slide this to like right there. Okay. So that's not too bad. It's a pretty minimal burn. Turn the RCS off. That doesn't need to be on anymore. And we will time warp as we drift away from the station. Speaking of drifting away from the station, I finally watched Gravity today. I just got done watching it before I started recording. And it's not bad. The scientific inaccuracies are pretty negligible, actually. I was surprised. The internet made it seem like it was blasphemous how unscientifically correct it was. Scientifically incorrect, I guess. Words. But I didn't think it was that off. At least from Kerbal rules of physics. I mean, granted, there's a part in the movie where they just move from the Hubble telescope over to the International Space Station, and I believe Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about how they are so far apart from each other that you would not be able to do it, which I believe when I read up on the Hubble telescope, it's like in way far Earth orbit, so that it can be on the dark side, like away from, or eclipsed by the sun as long as possible. Get into our burn. But other than that, like the way they moved towards it was no big deal. And granted, they just kind of moved at it, using like the thrusters on their suits or on his suit. I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody who hasn't seen it, but I don't know. I thought it was decent. I thought it was a good movie. I'd recommend it. I'd watch it again. How's our trajectory looking? Perfect. There goes our station off in the distance. We will see you soon, station. Alright, let's get ourselves pitched up a little bit. There we go. And time warp. Time warp us. There we go. And I don't understand how these are the lowlands. It seems so high up. I feel like this would be the highlands. But according to the biomes map that I'm looking at here, this would be the lowlands. Yeah, this whole hunk right here. But I want to make sure that we don't end up on these slopes over here. Alright. Line me up, and I'm just gonna kill horizontal velocity. we're just gonna drop down. Time warping while there we go. You can see the particles on the ground, all the rocks. Where's the sun? Straight above us, so our shadow should come straight below us. Let's look at the radar altitude. Still not an issue. Time warp, there we go. Now our radar altitude is coming into effect. Line ourselves up. Slow us down. See what I did there? I changed this to surface because it was set to orbital, like relative speed. So when it came to landing and trying to like get ourselves to land flat, that wouldn't have helped us at all. That's what was our problem in the last video when I was trying to land from this view. Come on, Bobwell, you can do this. We can land this together. Coming down, we're just at 1,000 meters from the surface. I still get a little jumpy when it comes to landing, especially powered landings. Obviously with a parachute and like on Kerbin or something like that, it's no big deal. You just kind of let it go and make sure you have landing legs out. Okay, I'm cutting thrusters for a moment. And I'm gonna point us straight up, like that. And I'm gonna let us fall to about 250 or 25 meters per second. Whichever one comes first. I'm hoping 250. This is actually beautiful. Look at these rocks. Alright, thrusters back on. Let's begin to slow our descent. 200. 150. 100 meters. And now 100 meters. $500 meters. Oh, I'm sorry, 50 meters. Last boost to the thrusters. We're still falling. Watch them touch the ground. There we go. And we have landed. Alright. Now to do science. Oh no, I didn't reset our experiments! Lame. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so we will keep that data and we will send Bobwell out on an EVA. So we are not going to have our oops. Whoa. We're not going to have our science bay or our mystery goo science from this mission, which sucks. Plant flag. Ba-blam. And when I was looking in the I still haven't changed our flag. Come on. What are you doing here? Alright. Minmus Science Marathon. Oh. See, I did that on the last flag. I put like Skolmans or something like that because my finger was one off. Marathon Site 5, I believe. Lowlands. Bobwell. Science. Stuff. Yeah. Okay. Surface sample from the lowlands, yep. And keep that data. EVA report. Superhero. Keep that data. Alright. Whoop. And down. There we go. And in. Alright, so now we will wait for our station to come back around, and we will rendezvous with it. Alright. A little bit further. I want it to be about like here. There we go. And we will launch and point ourselves right on the 90, I believe. No, on the 270. A little higher, I guess. That's actually really good. I can just point us a little bit this way, maybe. And that's actually going to be good enough for me. I can fix it all from there. We see it? There, it's coming over there. Ta-da, time warp. Set ourselves to opposite relative velocity. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's in drawing range. It's in label range. I think 2.5 is drawing range. Or render range. There we go. Alright, now we're in render range. How'd I do? Okay, that's pretty good. Now it should move us closer. Oh yeah. They're just coming right in on that. 10 meters per second as we approach again. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and it looks like I'm actually moving perfectly where I want to. Okay, and stop. There we go. Now I just need to point myself this way. Oh, no, I'm all positioned weird down over here, so let's something like that. Not at it, just like that. A little bit further this way. There we go. Alright, RCS forward a little bit, and so here, set the docking port as the target. Making sure I'm controlling from here. Alright, time warp. Creep our way over there as the world goes flying underneath us. Alright. Oops, wrong button. There we go, like that. Okay. And we will just move till just that we have the target vector here, right where we need it to be. You've seen me do this 100 times. You guys know what I'm doing. And you guys know that I know what I'm doing. Or at least I pretend I do. See if we can just come straight in for a docking. We're gonna go right on there. Look at that. That was beautiful. Well, it's a little cockeyed, but turn everything off and magnets will do the rest. Blam, there we go. Scienced. So now we will process lab data. Process. And then we will go here. We will review our stored data. EVA report, we can transmit that. Surface sample is being processed. Keep data. About crew report, there we go. Review report. Crew's assessment of the lowlands. Transmit. And there we go. Surface sample has been analyzed, and we can transmit that data. And then we can clean these 2 experiments finally. I wish we could time warp and it would accelerate the cleaning. But we can plan our next adventure, which will be... Actually, if this hurries up, we can just undock and land. I believe these are lesser flats. These are one of our biomes right here next to us. Science Junior's ready, and now we just need... Mystery Goo is also ready. Alright. Everything good. We have no reports left. Crew report. Nothing to do. Reset that. Alright. Undock. RCS. Backup. Okay, now we gotta turn ourselves retrograde and basically just... Just missed it there with the foot pad. Alright, I can turn that off and turn that back on. Alright, so I gotta watch orbit here. I wanna land this like right in here. Right there. There. Okay. Beautiful. That was nice and convenient. So I'll put this right there at about the 90 and time warp us as we come down to the surface. Now the flats, of course, should be right at 0 for radar altitude and sea level altitude. Alright. Am I right above it? Kill that horizontal velocity. Beautiful. Now that should just take us straight down to the surface. It is a very inefficient way to do it. Just to kill all that horizontal velocity like that. It's better just to ride it down, but hey, it's not how we did it, so whatever. Alright, down we go. Oh, our light's on, yes. Okay, so let's get in our cockpit. Oh, wait. Surface. There we go. Get ourselves lined up. Ba-blam. We will time warp until our radar altitude takes us to about 2,000. Oh, can't go any faster because we were below 3,000. Cannot time warp anymore. That's lame. Alright. So we'll start our low burn. And do physical time warp action. 2 times speed is nice. Alright, we're at 500 from the surface. Time to kick up the engines a little bit. Back down to 1 time speed. There we go. Okay, I cannot see the ground. We're steady velocity of 6 meters per second. We are dropping. We are below 100 meters. 50 meters. 25 meters. Last thrust to get a little boom. And we hit the surface. We bounced a little bit, but we made it. Alright, are we good? There we are. There we go. Alright, so it's sunset, so we better get out of here and get our science. So let's see. Observe the materials bay. In the lesser flats. Keep data. Mystery goo container. Observe the mystery goo. And we shall keep that data. And now Bobwell goes on his... Oh, I didn't do temperature at the last place. Log temperature. Keep data. Boy, we just messed up that whole lesser flats. Alright, space. RCS. Oh, okay, that works. Blink. And plant a flag. That last one was actually number 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last site was number 7. Oh no! Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So what ended up happening was I went to type our flag in for... Or type in our name for our flag, and I accidentally bumped the Windows key, thus minimizing and freezing Kerbal Space Program. So we're doing our data. Observe the mystery goo. And keep that data. And let's get a temperature. Log that temperature. And keep that data. And EVA Bobwell. So, one thing I was going to mention is that I am thinking about doing... Boop. Where's my shadow? Oh, from the sun right over there. Okay. But I'm thinking about doing another Kerbal Space Program sandbox series. My Cathane one was my previous one, and as I've mentioned before, I've been having some serious issues with it. Minmus Science Marathon Site 8 Lowlands. Oops, with a lowercase o. Lowlands. Bobwell does science well. Yeah. Take your surface sample and keep that data. EVA report and keep that data. Alright. But I'm thinking about doing, I wish that they had another, I wish there was another resources mod that I could do. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Similar to Cathane, just so that I could do the whole resource thing. But I will probably be doing like the ScanSat mod, which scans like basically like the biomes map I looked at was with the ScanSat mod. Wait for our station here. The remote tech mod, which requires that you have radio contact with all your vessels to be able to control them, which I think is awesome and is absolutely true. Alright, and we will begin our launch and head at the 270. Set that as the target. Now we need to move basically straight up at first. So we gotta get over this mountain. Whoa, whoa! That is not what I wanted to do. That is way too much velocity. There we go, orbit. Let's slow this roll a little bit here. I'm gonna miss the mountain at least, right? Yeah, I already missed the mountain, so that's good. Orbit is not really what I want. Target. Oh, that's why, because it was the target velocity that I was following. That's why it went so crazy. Okay. Slow this down. Oh, that's not gonna help. Trying to get these two together. Because I'm going to catch it then on the other side here. Get this down as low as I can. Now it's just all about getting that different range in. So this is one way, I guess, to rendezvous. We'll get back to target and get to the retrograde velocity area. Because of course it is not straight retrograde that I wish to be burning, but it will be near there. They should meet momentarily. Actually, I should be able to just push this over now. Like that. Okay, now let's go. Let's follow them in. We can do it all outside of map view now. There it is. We should come in pretty close. Again, the key is to move, to be burning still pretty close to retrograde, but we're pushing the retrograde marker towards the away from target marker. And the closer we are to the retrograde, the more we're going to, the less it's going to move, the less we're going to push it, and the more we're going to reduce our speed. Like now we're directly on it, so now it's just our speed that we're going to be moving. So let's, okay. We're still moving straight at it though, but I should have let us have a little more velocity. Now we're going to adjust the prograde. It's the same idea except the opposite. So I'm going to be pulling it. I'm going to pull our retrograde towards me this way. Just like that. Or prograde, I'm sorry. And time warp as we make some loops. This is poor docking. Poor rendezvous attempt. I will admit wholeheartedly that this was a bad attempt to rendezvous. There we go. Let's get into it again. Okay, now we're getting close to the point where we shouldn't be it shouldn't be moving around too much. Still looks like it's moving a lot, but now we can just hit that retrograde marker. Alright. Let's put our nodes where they need to be. Oops. Pull this guy over. There. Okay, now let's get right up in there. Turn ourselves retrograde. Get a little bit closer. Oh, without lights, man. That is a hazard. Ah! Use the RCS. Okay. So, we are on the wrong side of it. We need to move towards it. And past it. Oops, not that way. This way. There we go, just like that. And there. Okay. And then retrograde. I want us to be moving past it, not hitting it. Just like that. Okay. Now we should see the prograde markers creep into view here. Slow our roll here. And we'll start moving us that way. There we go. You see that pop up right there? Bam, bam. Oh, still don't want to be moving that fast towards it though. Just keep our forward velocity down. Alright. Creeping in on it. Oops. And I need to turn us just slightly like that. There we go. And that should put us right there. Whoa. Okay, so let's move you over up like there. And that button back just a smidge. Oh, come on. There we go. That works. Magnets. Love them. Time to process our science. Process lab data. Process, 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 process. Yes, now process all of that data. Transmit. Transmit. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. This lab module, I can take this pretty much anywhere. Transmit. Yes. The only problem is if I take it to a different planet, I'm going to need bigger antennas, I think. I think you need to have the big antennas. Process that lab data faster. Still got to take it to the poles. Alright, I'm going to split this video here. I know I mentioned about this being our last video that we do at Minmus, but so what I will do is I will split the video and post both up at the same time so you can watch continuously through the whole thing. It is going to be a little over an hour, but you should be able to handle it, right? Right? Yeah. Alright, well, if you enjoyed this video, please click like down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see other videos like it. Thank you for watching. I am Golgothan, and I will see you next time.